Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, and good morning to all of you. I'm happy to be at the 125th anniversary of Mississippi's Giant House Party, and I thank you for inviting me. I'm Travis Childers, and I'm asking for your vote for the U.S. Senate on November the 4th. I'm asking for your vote because, folks, this seat belongs to you. It belongs to the people of the state of Mississippi. It doesn't belong to one person, or one party, or one political machine, or any other special interest group. It belongs to you. In this past primary, $16 million plus was spent. Most of it out-of-state money. But none of that money was spent on pressing issues here in this state, like education or health care. And none of it was spent on you or any other Mississippian. Out-of-state money again. We've been last too long. We've been last for decades. Aren't you tired of being last? And aren't you tired of one man electing your United States senators? Folks, we live in a democracy, not a dictatorship. That's why we have elections and why we take an oath of office and not coronations. I hope you'll join me on November the 4th and tell our entire nation that Mississippi's Senate seat is not for sale. My fellow Mississippians, our great country and state face many challenges. There's no time for petty politics and political vendettas. Serious business. You see, poverty doesn't know a political party. Lack of education doesn't know a political party. Lack of health care doesn't know a political party. Unemployment doesn't know a political party, and ours is the highest in the nation right now. And on that note about health care, it is wrong for the state of Mississippi not to try to work with the federal government to help 300,000 people have insurance. By their lack of doing so, also, they are placing every small rural hospital in this state in jeopardy. Very backbone of our county. But you know, these problems aren't Democrat problems or Republican problems. They're Mississippi problems. And at the end of the day, it's not about left or right with me. It's about right and wrong. I stand before you today a proud product of the Mississippi public school system. A graduate of a Mississippi community college, which I wish I had 10 more minutes just to talk about the great community colleges in this state. And I'm also a graduate of one of Mississippi's great universities. I finished college by working at night, 3 to 11. I watched my mom work 2 jobs because she had to, not because she wanted to, because my 9-year-old sister and I, after my father's death at age 16, we did what we had to do. So I know hard work, and I'm not afraid of hard work. As a matter of fact, I believe the only way that we ever lift ourselves up, folks, is through public education. So I'm happy to stand today with the students and teachers of this state and join your efforts to improve public education in the state of Mississippi. My wife of 33 years is here with me today. My son and best friend and the love of my life, my daughter Lauren, and Dustin's wife, the newest addition to our family, Lauren Elena. I appreciate them being here, and I appreciate so many friends driving a long way today to support us. Tammy and I have always been small business people, most all of our married life. We've been on both sides of a paycheck. We've signed the lower right-hand corner, and we've turned that paycheck over and signed the back of it and deposited it and paid our bills with it, or paid them as far as they would go. I was always proud to work, even when I worked for minimum wage. And on that note, it is time to raise minimum wage. America deserves a raise. I'm also proud to tell you folks that I come from a hard-working blue-collar family. My father was an automobile body repairman. My mom worked in a factory. Worked my way through school. With my mom's help, she raised our fractured family. Good people, I don't have to think any further back than my precious mother to tell you that I support equal pay for equal work. If a woman does the same job that a man does, then she ought to get paid the same money. It's only fair. I gotta tell y'all, I'm just as proud to see that bruising and divisive, ugly primary that's just passed behind us. I know you're proud to get it behind. I am too. And I want to debate issues, not personalities. It should always be about issues. In fact, yesterday I responded to the School of Journalism, the Overby Center at the University of Mississippi. I accepted their invitation to debate sometime between Labor Day and Election Day. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to debate, and I wish we could have at least 3 more and have 1 per congressional district. This race should never have been about personalities or anything else other than issues. It should never be acceptable to drag family members and friends into an election when their name is not on the ballot. And it should never be acceptable to hurt innocent people. I have a long history of working across the aisle. I'll work with Democrats, Republicans, Independents, or anyone else who has a good idea that'll help move Mississippi forward. But it's time to end the hateful campaigns, the personal attacks of family and friends. And if you agree with me on that, then I humbly solicit your vote on November the 4th. And if you're tired of Mississippi being last on every good list and first on every bad list, then I ask you to join me in making a difference. It's been said that Washington, D.C. is 68 square miles surrounded by reality. They live in a fantasy world up there, folks. They spend like they're playing with Monopoly money. And I believe that making the big banks, big insurance companies, big oil, and Wall Street behave, I don't think that's anti-business. I think it's pro-family. They claim they're too big to fail, which implies we're too small to matter. It's wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, Washington, D.C. is broken. It no longer works for working people, and it's been broken, and it's showing no sign of improvement. If members of Congress were our children, we'd put them in timeout. And if they worked for us at our plant, we'd fire them for the way they act. And I got to say this, both parties are to blame. Matter of fact, that's all they do is blame each other and bicker and fight. They enjoy sound bites a lot more than they enjoy sound policy. It's a cynical place. No wonder the American public is so discouraged about voting. But let me say this. No one party has a monopoly on a good idea. And to that point, when the Tea Party says we cannot sustain a $17 trillion debt, they're right. That's why I pledge to support and vote for a balanced budget amendment to help get this country spending under control. and I will support and protect the promise of Social Security and Medicare. And while we're talking about promises, let's just remember this. When we fail our veterans, as we have lately, then we have truly forgotten what made us great. We cannot do that, folks. Just as I was proud to support the veterans when I served in the House of Representatives, I'm happy to support them in the United States Senate. And as I close, let me say, while other candidates continue to talk about each other, I'm going to continue to talk about you and all the other hard-working Mississippi families that seem to have been forgotten. No Mississippi family should have to just get by. They ought to be getting ahead. I'm Travis Childers, and I solicit your vote for the U.S. Senate on November the 4th. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.